Welcome to Talking Crue, an official Motley Crue podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Humphrey, where I talk all things in the world of Motley Crue. This is episode 90 this week. Nikki Sixx, This Is Gonna Hurt, Part 1, the book review. But first, this weekend Motley news, a little bit of it. 6 a.m. released Prayers for the Damned and Blessed Vinyl Deluxe Edition on June the 6th. Did you get a copy? Write me a comment down below. John Corabi of the Dead Daisies is in the news. He was on a podcast called The 13th Floor, where he talks about the new Dead Daisies album, Looking for Trouble. I will post it in the comment section down below and on the Talking Crue Facebook page. Happy 41st anniversary to the Motley Crue song Too Young to Fall in Love, which was released this month in the month of June 1984. The B-side to that single was Take Me to the Top, which is off the Too Fast for Love album. Can't tell you exact date, but I was saying June the 9th, so that could be right, that could be wrong. I do know it was released this month. So that's it, and Motley news, like I said, a little bit of it. On a side note, Crue Fest Hollywood was announced, and it will take place on July the 12th, 2025 at the Whiskey Go-Go, organized by us, the Motley Crue fans, not me personally, but us, meaning everybody, all the Crue heads. There will be bands playing like Lude and Crue, the Motley Crue tribute band, Poison Us, which is a Poison tribute band, the next Halen, which is a Van Halen tribute band, other bands as well as LA Story, plus a tons more guests as well. Stevie Rachel from the band Tough, he will be there as well, plus tons more. I will post the link to this website in the comment section down below. I already did that on the Talking Crue Facebook page. And I'm also going to tell you this. The reason why I'm recording this today is because tomorrow I'm going to have a person that is part of this. And he will be my special guest tomorrow. So that's why you need to hit that subscribe button. Also, on another side note, I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag, sort of, kind of, almost. Another reason why you need to hit that subscribe button is June 21st. There's a 40th anniversary of something Motley Crue that I will do a bonus episode on. So again, hit that subscribe button. Alright, so that's it for all that. So this is episode 90. Nikki Sixx, This Is Gonna Hurt, Part 1, the book review, is what I'm going to be talking about on this week's episode. I'm just going to continue on what I'm calling the Nikki Sixx series. I started it on episode 83, 58 Stop for a New America album review. Episode 84 was Brides of Destruction, Here Come the Brides album review. Episode 85 was Brides of Destruction Live in Clifton Park, New York, 2004 review. Episode 86 was Nikki Sixx, The Heroin Diaries, Part 1, the book review. Episode 87 was 6 a.m., The Heroin Diaries, Part 2, the album review. Episode 88 was Nikki Sixx, Live Through This TV show review. Episode 89, which was last week, 6 a.m., Live is Beautiful album review, the first and only live 6 a.m. album out there as of now. I'm hoping there will be another release before too long. So that leads us into this week. So let's go timeline on this book. After Crue Fest 2008, Nikki continued on touring with Motley Crue, even going on to form Crue Fest 2, which I talked about on episode 38. Even headlined Ozfest in 2010. And during all this, Nikki was writing and putting together this book, as well as writing songs with 6 a.m. as the soundtrack to this book. So now let's go info and facts on this book. The book is published by HarperCollins, released on April the 4th, 2011, written by Nikki Sixx. It is a New York Times bestseller, at 224 pages. I did see this. This really caught my eye. The first edition, which is what I'm holding right here, sold 150,000 copies. There is a softcover book as well. So, yeah, this book was great. I love this book, as you'll hear me talk about here in a second. So now let's go through the book review. This book, to me, is a real page turner. I've said that on all the Motley books, including Tommy's and Vince, and this is no different. I noticed over the years, though, this book doesn't really get talked about a lot, as much as the Heroin Diaries or even Nikki's last book, which was the first 21. The book has a lot of Nikki's own photography in this, from different aspects. And there's also staged pictures, which was Nikki's little photography studio he called the Funny Farm. There's pictures of the homeless people and everything in between. To me, he's trying to show that everything, good, bad, the ugly, everything's beautiful. And that's what I take more into when I look and read this book. Nikki also talks about his family. He talks about he was dating at the time Kat Von D. More anything, his post-addiction after. So this is basically a part 2 to the Heroin Diaries. So you got to go through everything that he went through with his heroin addiction and cocaine and all this stuff. And then in this book, he kind of talks about him being sober and being clean. He does talk about Motley Crue, of course, but he also talks about 6 a.m. There are a lot of song lyrics as well. I just wrote down a few, like Lies of the Beautiful People, which I'll talk about next week. Poison Apples, I love that song. Shout at the Devil, and Goodbye My Friends, which is another song I'll talk about next week. Just to name a few. There are also, towards the end of this book, diary entries as well, like the first time Motley Crue went back to Moscow since 1989, which is, I absolutely love that part. I love reading the diaries because it reminds me of the Heroin Diaries. For me, this book is kind of enjoy your life. That's basically what he's trying to tell you. Enjoy your life. Stay positive. I absolutely love this book. One of my favorite parts is the back cover, the writing on the back. His daughter, Storm, writes a paragraph. And then my all-time favorite quote from the book is on the back of the book. It's from Nikki. He says, I always say if it hurts, it means you're growing. And I promise you, this is going to hurt. I love that. There is a lot of stuff in here. I'm just going to kind of flip through some stuff. That's stuff from the Funny Farm. Let's see what else we got in here. I love these as well, from grave sites that he took pictures from. Yeah, there's just all kinds of cool stuff in here. I'm trying to find some other stuff in here. I won't show you that one because who knows who's watching. But yeah, a lot of great photography. He is such a good photographer. This is a lady in Moscow. But yeah, I mean, I love this book. And like I said, it doesn't really get talked about a lot. Why, I don't really know. So I urge you, if you haven't read this book, get it today. So that leads me into homework this week. Do you have this book? And what do you think? Next week, I'm going to continue on with the Nikki Sixx series with episode 91. I kind of gave you a little spoiler alert. 6 a.m. This is going to hurt part 2, the album review. That's next Friday. And like I said, tomorrow I'm going to have a special guest. So that's why I'm releasing 2 full episodes today and Friday. You need to hit that subscribe button. If you know anybody that's a Motley Crue fan, likes to talk about Motley Crue, hear about Motley Crue, send them this way. hit that share button, copy the link, and send it to them. Tell them go on Google, Firefox, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, and type in Talking Crue. All the episodes will pop up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button yourself. Give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it, and it helps out the podcast a whole lot. I want to thank all my new subscribers, whether through YouTube, Facebook, and Spotify. Welcome aboard. Just getting going. Everybody who's gave me thumbs ups and does homework questions, I love that as well. And that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a bonus episode, and I'll also see you next Friday. And that's all. You just took a ride on the wild side.